She mocked my salary. So I revealed the secret account that changed everything. For 2 years, Lena and I were a couple. And for the last 8 months, we'd been living together in her high-rise condo downtown. On the surface, everything seemed stable. We had fun, went on trips, split bills, shared a bed, the usual couple stuff. But behind the scenes, the cracks were growing, and I just didn't want to admit it. Lena worked in pharmaceutical sales and was raking in over $120K a year, not including bonuses. I, on the other hand, earned $55K as a logistics coordinator at a small shipping company. Decent job, steady work, nothing glamorous. But I was smart with my money, lived below my means, and didn't need much. When we moved in together, she insisted on reviewing my pay stubs, not out of curiosity, but because she claimed she needed to assess the financial risk of living with me. That should have been my first red flag. But I ignored it because I loved her. Or at least thought I did. She owned the condo, and I paid her $800 in rent. Well below market rate. And trust me, she never let me forget it. You'd be paying double that for a shoebox in this neighborhood. She'd smugly remind me, especially during arguments. You're lucky I'm generous. As time passed, the financial imbalance between us started to grow. Not just in dollars but in attitude. Lena began keeping a spreadsheet of every dinner we had, down to the cent, to ensure I was contributing fairly. This was despite her making more than double my income. First I played along. But when she started mocking my grocery choices like buying generic cereal, while she was out dropping $3K on designer handbags and $400 on dinners, just because things got tense. Still I bit my tongue until last Tuesday. She had just dropped $200 on a healing retreat in Sedona with her sister. Yoga, crystals, luxury spas, all while complaining about her maxed-out Amex. So I gently suggested she consider slowing down on the spending. She scoffed. "Oh my God, you're giving me financial advice. You make less than my quarterly bonus." Then she hit me with this. "You're just jealous because I make more money than you." Pause. Looked her dead in the eye. You're right," I said. "I am jealous." She smirked, triumphant, like she'd won something. And that's when I pulled out my phone and opened an app she'd never seen. My investment account. I turned the screen to face her. $267,000. Her jaw dropped. What is this?" she stammered. "My other bank account," I replied. The backstory she never bothered asking about. My grandfather had been a quiet, unassuming landlord with 3 small rental properties in a mid-sized town. When he passed away 5 years ago, he left them to me. I sold 2, netted about $180K after taxes and fees, and kept one as a rental, which now brings in $200 after costs. I invested nearly every dollar I didn't need into low-cost index funds and ETFs. I never told Lena because she never asked. Not once. She asked about my salary, sure, demanded it even. But never about assets, savings, or long-term plans. She assumed because I wasn't flashy, I was broke. So I let her think that. "You lied to me," she hissed. "No," I said. "I just didn't correct your assumptions. You saw my pay stub. That's what you cared about." Then came the switch, anger, tears, guilt, confusion, all flashing across her face like a slideshow from hell. "We're supposed to be building a future together. You should have told me. I paid you rent. I bought groceries. I split bills. What part of that future was I not carrying?" She doubled down. "I've been subsidizing your lifestyle. The condo, the trips, the wine tastings. Trips you invited me on, and I paid my half. And I paid you rent, Lena. Market rate rent, for 1 bedroom. Not half a mortgage." She spiraled for 2 hours straight. Bargaining, pleading, lashing out. But it was the next morning when she made her real move. "Let's buy a house together." I woke up to find her at the dining table, smiling like nothing happened. "I've been looking at listings on Zillow. With your savings as a down payment and my income, we could buy something really nice." 3,000 square feet. Good schools. Perfect for our future family. Blink. My down payment. Well, yeah. Can't sell the Tesla lease. But this is what couples do. They invest together. Like how you made me pay rent while telling people I was a freeloader. I never said that. Then why did your sister ask me if I'd found a better job because Vanessa can't support you forever? Where do you think she got that from? The spiral begins. After I shut down the house idea, she launched into full-blown manipulation mode. Suddenly, she was cooking, burned dinner but effort counts, initiating intimacy every night, and even gave me a PowerPoint presentation titled, Our Financial Future. She had graphs, projections. She talked about mortgage rates and tax savings. It was all about how my money and her job asterisk made us a power couple. Why are you fighting this? She asked. Because 3 days ago, you mocked me for being broke. Then she tried another angle, emotional guilt. Her mom called to say how much Lena cared about me. Her best friend messaged, asking if I'd help Lena pick an engagement ring. But it was too late. Then she brought a financial advisor into my living room. I came home early one day and found her sitting on the couch with a man in a blazer. This is Corey, she said cheerfully. A financial advisor. He's here to help us combine our portfolios. I stared at them. You did what? Turns out Corey had my mail. Unopened letters she had gone through. He'd already pulled a credit report. That's identity theft. I told Corey to leave immediately. And he did, quickly. Lena started yelling. This is your home now. I own this place. I pay you rent. That makes me a tenant. Go through my mail again and I'm calling the cops. She laughed. Then accused me of destroying our future. I told her it was over and I'd be moving out by the end of the month, as per tenant law. Until then, I was sleeping in the guest room. She threw a wine glass. Missed by a mile. Dates. The fallout. She tried changing the locks. Locksmith gave me a new key and told her she couldn't evict a tenant without notice. She cut Wi-Fi, Netflix, even hot water. Filed a complaint with the tenant board. She gave Corey my personal info. His firm launched an investigation. He was fired. He offered to testify on my behalf in a lawsuit. She lied to her friends. Posted on social media that I financially abused her. I responded with screenshots proving otherwise. She tried getting me fired. My boss laughed. Gave me paid time off and a lawyer's card. She called my mom. Told her I was suicidal. My sweet 62-year-old mother called crying. That was the final straw. I filed a restraining order, police report for identity theft, and a lawsuit for constructive eviction and harassment. The ironic twist. Corey, the financial advisor. He needed a new place. Guess who now lives in my rental property $4/$2, 400/month. Corey. I gave him a discount for testifying. When Lena found out. 67 calls in 3 hours. Threats, crying, bargaining. She tried showing up at my work. Security escorted her off. Her company demoted her, took her car, and she's now stuck living with her sister in the suburbs. She's selling her designer bags and the Tesla. Legal fees are mounting. Her social media is filled with vague posts about surviving narcissists and healing from emotional abuse. Her comments are not supportive. Final thoughts. Total damages: I'm suing $4/$15. 000 plus. Current investment balance $271. 000. Thanks, market. Lesson learned. If someone demands to see your pay stub on date number 3, that's not ambition, it's control. I ignored every red flag because I thought I was building a future. Turns out, I was just a stepping stone on someone else's fantasy of success. Free now. I've got my own place, peace of mind, and a weekend camping trip planned. Oh, and my mail. It's locked up tight. Trust isn't given. It's earned. And once it's broken, no spreadsheet can fix it.